Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, freezing. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't that one. Must be this one. Hopefully. They use some weird language in this game anyway, so maybe it's yeah, maybe it's just a replacement for freezing. Oh wait, no, it was that one. Right, okay, that's cool. So we can go back and read it now. I'll just pick the other ones off. Right, so you keep clicking on it. Message is no longer accessible at your clearance level. Your attempt to access this message has been logged. This message does not exist. Stop looking or else. Message contents empty. Interesting. Someone didn't want us seeing that.
Go back to Byzantium.
I'm not going to go and see Udom yet. We'll see him last, I think. Oh, look at this cool robot.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Ah! Ah!
Adjusting unit's audio receiver input levels for more suitable engagement with customer.
Are you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Oh, let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
I like Greasy.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
That's the best way of saying eat ever. Unblock all your tubes. Can we actually get in here? Not from that way round anyway. Oh, we can hack our way into the kitchen. Oh wait, no we can't. Auntie's kitchen keycard. Oh no, I can pick it. Hang on. Save scum. What the fuck? Auntie Cleo worker. Wait, did the robot kill the dude? The fuck? Auntie Cleo Food Service Auto Mechanical Repair Manual. Warning, please follow all recommended safety protocols before maintaining or cleaning your unit. The ACSR F900 is equipped with anti-tampering subsystems which trigger a self-defense mechanism in the food preparation apparatus. Self-defense supersedes any pacifistic function. Please also remember to deactivate and remove all slicing, dicing, blending, filleting, I should say, chopping, deboning, or tenderizing apparatus prior to opening any access panels. It is critical that a spray of blood obscures the rest of the manual. You are a fucking dumbass. Hello. He's not bothered about us coming back here. What a dumbass. Sarah, you want to snuggle him? He doesn't look that snuggleable. Do you not think? Ooh, secrets. Right, we got another armory. What is that sword?
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
They did what after the what?
Not from around here, are ya? After leaving Earth, they worked a local gas giant from a floating refinery. Dangerous work. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
What have you got for sale? Oh, got some fancy armor. Got another more Inferno scythes. I want to see what that like super rad looking sword is on the back there. Look at this padded helm. Look like a cool person. More mining helmets. Yeah, I need to look at these skill bonuses a bit more as well. Yeah, see, that's a lot of armor. Block. Elite troop armor. Get dodge. Oh, +5 dodge, but -5 stealth. Okie dokie. Yeah, look at this. Look at this cool thing. Oh, that's a trip blade. Okay, not that cool. I've already seen some of those. Spratwurst vendor.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
Terra-fried? What's Spratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Yeah, exactly. What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is Spratwurst like Borstwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Whatever you say, Ethel. Is Spratwurst your own invention or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat.
So she invented it.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Of course.
Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way.
Yuck.
Just
So
fresh from the grind.
what's she got for sale then? Dehydrated water and terra-fried Spratwurst. No, thank you. And that's where she grinds them up. Oh, look. Honestly, fuck being in space. Who wants to do that? Alright, so we've got Sublight. I think we'll go in there next. Let's get another cheeky save in.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
I'm going to look at your computer, though. Whatever happens. Messages from Hagen L to SL Company. Oh, don't run. We lost another contractor to a UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Stay calm. Present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. Ah, so Hawthorne used to work for Sublight then. Or at least partially. Fallbrook shipments. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine's bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. Fallbrook shipment. Purple berry liquor. Lots. Spectrum vodka, even more than that. Erotica, generic. The locals aren't picky. Erotica, exotic. Except for the ones who are. Space cake surprise. I don't know what this is, but it was on last month's order list, so either track some down or do your best in the kitchen. Black Hole Holcomb signed Tossball poster. Black Hole Holcomb? Wait, so is that related to Pavati? P.S. Tobias, where are we with that desk extension? This week in salvage. My scanner says the Mardets impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Vera's place that they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch a professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs, lost another contractor, scrapped the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of soiled cysty pork ended up at the bottom of a Monarch canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. Yeah, we just found that out. Next one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it. They had better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. Wait, what, Reese? Goggles? What do you mean?
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? That ocean stink.
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Let's see. What's that? It's a... that must just open the door, right? I would have thought. Yeah, I think so. Tobias Oyama.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
How do you know?
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
This is Lilia. Okay. Nice office you got here, Lilia. Before we go and say hello. Very nice. I should go in and steal all of her shit. I'm sure we can't.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
I've never heard of you. Groundbreaker Security told me Sublight has a pretty sketchy reputation.
You clutched those pearls awfully tight for someone flying a dead man's ship. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have a nav key, but can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Wink, nod.
Good girl. Knew you'd understand.
You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side.
Hey, careful with the C word around here.
What,
I like
cunt?
to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
How organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
Back to my other questions.
Ask. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, we've got
Be
nothing
seeing
else.
you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Right, so we'll have to do that last, I guess. Well, can we read her book, though? Sublight, a legitimate business. Contractors, if the authorities are on your heels, our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved Wurst, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version? If we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of Borst in a Sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are catalogued as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. And the laws are really, really lax here, aren't they? Let's get a save in here. Reese, you've got a thing for goggles. Not saying you can't, just
Hey, stay out of there! What do you think you're doing?
nothing at all.
All right,
I got my eye.
I just wanted to have a look in here. Likely, 450 credits. Or bits, sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reload that. I think I could probably just like go if I just persuade them. I think I could just get away with going in anyway. Yeah, Reese, you do need to watch Firefly. Seriously. Even I've seen Firefly. And the film. You've not even seen Cowboy Bebop. Fucking hell, you need to see that as well. Now, what's down this big lift here? Or up it? Oh, transition to back bays. We'll do that last. Jesus, this place never ends, is it? Oh, this must be engineering. Edna.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
But a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game.
Where's Junlei? Is that her?
Both teams have tested.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
That's probably why we're gonna have to go down.
I've looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
So we're gonna have to go down to the back bays to fix this, I guess. Oh, Chun-Li's key card to get in there, optionally.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
When are you supposed to find time to watch these things? Just quit your job and just somehow live, and just do nothing but watch things. I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Try not to start any fights, but I might have to end some. I'll do whatever I can to help keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
To be fair, if I had a computer that lasts long enough, I could watch it on the train. What are you doing to them that means they don't last? Stop downloading porn off of LimeWire. Become a professional pet couch potato. There you go. Yeah, do that. What brings you to Groundbreaker? Let's see. Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you wanted to talk to Junli. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
These two are going to be a couple. I'm calling it now. We'll nudge her to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Pavati, don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job, Pavati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah, we'll help that. Yeah, I thought, I said it, but at the same time, like, Reese is barely old enough to remember what LimeWire is, I would bet. Let's see. I heard you're having a heat problem. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Surely the board doesn't want Groundbreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Ooh, you need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
The back bays? Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
You can't get these parts anywhere else.
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Their negotiations sound like a bureaucratic coup.
Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Couldn't we try to talk this out with whoever is down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Flash a rude gesture with both hands. None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I'll get you those parts from the back bays.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. This whole deck smells like ass. Only gonna get worse if I don't get those radiators fixed.
What's it like being a commander around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Pavati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
This ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Condolences, Junli. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
It was a joke. I just wanted to see what the reaction would be.
You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things: bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Alright, that should be it. Okay, can we get into this back office?
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Great work.
Is there any point to it? Purple berry fizzy tea. And some bread. What's she popping here? Pills. Pet pills. Having to stay awake long hours, I guess. Yeah, lots of like pep pills and shit. It can't be good for you in the long run. Oh, sorry. Can we look at our computer? Daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support, crew morale, scheduled landings, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this, Junli. See, back bays. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardets they're free to flush out MacRed and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they want someone else to solve all their problems off the record. Sorry boys, not my job. Promenade status. Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn the auto-mechanical chef arrived with the company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. I think we found that out. Sprat infestation at the rest and go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law I'll airlock her stall. Yeah, I'm not sure how those rings work actually, you know. I was planning to bin off the old rings and just use the new ones soon, I think. There doesn't seem to be a lot of point in keeping the old system. See, messages from you, Bedford. My dear lady, the implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding. For what is a board liaison if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers, much like the board and yourself? When you do decide to return to the negotiations table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. Udom seems like a fucking dickbag. Obstructionist. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts. Again. Even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer, and now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin, or are you pulling this shit for fun? Yeah, fuck Udom. We're gonna get rid of that toss bag as soon as possible. From what I've heard about him.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate...
Is there anything down here we can actually mess with? Now we've got a workbench. Let's see, is there anything to upgrade? Have I got a magazine upgrade for that? Can make the magazine larger for the Deadeye. I think we'll do that. Because I am finding myself having to reload quite often. What can we do to the scythe? Actually, is the scythe better than the impact hammer? Not quite. Attack speed up, and we can give it more plasma. The plasma rifle. Yeah, I don't know what weapons to go for. Let's we'll upgrade the officer's spine for the vicar. Weapon attack speed up. And we can turn it into like a machete. I think we'll keep that as it is. That should do. Well, yeah, what can we do with a heavy machine gun? You can give it a whisper quiet muzzler. I feel like that's kind of stupid on a massive bloody heavy machine gun. Critical damage 25% up. And we could give it a larger magazine as well. Or give it plasma power or shock power.
Military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discounts.
Just wanted to unlock that for the points. It does look bloody hot in here. So there's some enemies nearby. Must be down below us, I guess. Oh, it's Taylor.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Well, dude, at least you got out of the shitter. Yeah, enemies must be down there. Bones and gears don't mix. Worker injuries affect our bottom line. Use caution when operating heavy machinery. Right, it's time to go and see Udom. See what kind of slimy bumhole he is.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information.
Oh man, he looks already looks like a slimy bastard.
Efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
There's dissenters in our midst. I'm looking out for more like posters and shit that we can collect.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Give me back my ship. Oh, you can turn in Phineas Wells here too. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
He sounds sarcastic, but I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relation? Actually, no, we saw that they had some correspondence with each other, didn't we? But I think Udon was just being friends, or trying to be friends with Alex to get to Phineas, I think. What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
We could lie. But yeah, no, yeah. Thor, I think you're right. I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck. Let's lie. Yup, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Oh man, do we tell him the truth? He was eaten alive by feral canids. What did you miss with Udon? Nothing much, Reese. We're just, he's just... Apparently he liked Alex a lot. Trust me, you don't want to know the details.
You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters. He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
I don't want to actually help him, really. I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Wait, put her under an indenture contract. Wait, what's an indenture contract, guys? Does anyone know? Or am I going to have to look it up? Because that sounds bad. I feel like actually persuading my way into this is maybe not the best way to do it. Indenture contract. An indenture is a legal contract that reflects or covers a debt or purchase obligation. Specifically refers to two types of practices. Okay. How much is it if we pay it off for her? It's pretty much slavery, yeah. That's what, yeah, it sounds bad, doesn't it? Especially coming from him if he's saying it that way. Or, like, I'm saying it that way. I'll pay it off for her.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
Maybe I can talk him down a
I
bit.
think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
You're charging that much for emotional anguish? Really?
I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time.
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force.
Looks like we're covering it.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
I
Be
think
my
that's
guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
That doesn't answer my question.
I send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel alive.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So, no?
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done it. You didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
Oh, law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
She's doing everything she can. It's your people's fault it's not fixed, not Junlei's.
My, aren't you, excitable.
Wow. Fuck using that one. Don't talk to her that way.
Oh, sweetie. I don't owe a grease-stained wrench jockey like her the time of day, let alone my deference.
Fuck this chuckle fuck. Take it back. Now.
I'm sorry, my temper got away from me. Please accept my sincerest apologies to you and your friend.
Does that work for you, Pavati?
Oh, I'm not used to folks saying sorry. It's not alright exactly, but I appreciate the apology, I guess.
Well, now that that's dealt with, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Have you guys never heard the term chuckle fuck? I don't actually know what it entails. I just like the sound of it. It sounded like a good swear word. I mean, it's what, just like a laughing toss bag, I guess. That could be the only meaning I could sort of take from it. Let's have a look at Urban Dictionary. Oh, okay. A person in which sexual intercourse is had out of pity or desperation, not usually a desirable person. There you go. Definitely a chuckle fuck. Yeah, basically. That's according to one source on the internet. Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping officers on their promenade benign?
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
So you get to play butler to the big guy. Fun.
To serve at our most esteemed chairman's behest is an honor, and one I'm most thankful for. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Can we do a big poop on his bed?
Ask away.
Why does everything he says sound sexual as fuck? I don't know, he just sounds smarmy to me, like... Yes, Also, fun fact, in early Japan, someone being pitiful was seen as attractive. Really, Reese? Really? Yay! Where are we putting our points? Wait, phobic? Where's that come from? Oh, these robots, is that why? No?
I can't believe the board allows an unaffiliated
Oh.
station like this to
What am I? Because I'm phobic of robots. So is there a robot in here somewhere? Must be, I guess. Okay, what do we want to max out next? Could put more into guns. Getting crit damage up to 50% extra would be really nice. Yeah, let's put some points into ranged. Right, now we're gonna potentially get killed here, but I want to see what's in these rooms. Wow, Reese, that sounds kind of stupid. Requires Udom Bedford's passcode to unlock. Looks like we're going to be doing some killing.
Do put that thing away.
Hello.
Sometimes violence is the only way. Their death, our survival.
Oh my god! Did you see his eyeballs there? Oh, we can get our bit cartridges back. Okay, I just wanted to see what was on his terminal. That's all. Oh, so if we didn't talk him out of like getting rid of the impound, we could just get it done on the PC. He's got his eyes on you. Oh, this is from Alex. Let's see. The Noble Space Rat. My dear Alex, I've stumbled upon the most incredible discovery. Have you ever tasted Spratwurst? They set up a stall near my embassy, haven't you heard? And while I shan't deign to step outside and explore this culinary frontier myself, I sent an armed guard to procure one such delectable morsel for my personal enjoyment. Alex, the taste defies description. Meaty, chewy, a mouth-feel of gristle and autumn leaves. Fuck that. And the range of available gourmet dipping mustards confounds my wildest expectations. Confounds! Sail your beautiful barge back to the Groundbreaker, dear Alex, that we might indulge ourselves on the fruit of the Noble Space Rat and toast to the culinary achievements of our fellow colonists. Yours entirely, Udon Bedford. And then Alex went, uh-huh, you don't say. Go on from Tennyson. That's Junli. This is a crime of passion. My dear Chief Tennyson, I'm informed that you assaulted, I lower my vernacular to rephrase that you slugged, a member of my personal guard, all because they would not grant you access to Byzantium's embassy. In the future you may make an appointment with me directly, or are you intimidated by my station in society? Perfectly understandable, given your inexperience as a leader. Please don't allow such trifles to delay acting on your responsibilities, my dear Chief. And please keep in mind that it takes a calm and measured temperament to run a large organisation. These traits are demonstrated so ably by the leaders of our colonial corporations. You should strive to emulate them. And what's Chun-Li going to say? Listen... Oh, God. I really wish it said, listen here, you little shit. The last time I made an appointment, you avoided me until I had to beat the door down. What do you even do there all day? I know your schedule is empty. I have admin access to the terminal network. What I don't have is the luxury of time to waste. Get me access to those radiator parts. If you don't, I know where I can start venting the excess heat. And then S. Akande. I'm not sure who that is. One of two things needs to happen right now. You can either collect Jesse Doyle's outstanding debt, or you can join the ranks of the unemployed. We dispatched a liaison to Groundbreaker to represent our interests. If that is too much responsibility for you, I am perfectly comfortable finding a replacement. Furthermore, I am perfectly comfortable charging you for the time I spend in finding your replacement, and my time is expensive. This guy is a fucking bellend. Maintenance requests. I got your very urgent request for some reliable temperature control. You can fix that yourself by getting me the radiator parts I need, or you can sweat it out like the rest of us. I'm closing out the request, so don't open another. Water maintenance when? The Groundbreaker's esteemed service personnel, I require immediate assistance. I specifically set my water to room temperature, but no matter what I do, it persists in emerging from its funnel of egress several degrees distant from my internal readings. Hot, cold, or some other variation of the two. Undrinkable. To be clear, this failure of standards is far beneath the specifications afforded to a citizen of noble Byzantium. As an occupant of this embassy, I expect those standards to be upheld. He is a fucking dickhead. I kind of want to leave him as this stupid pile of ash on the floor, but I also don't want to fuck off anyone super badly right now. Right, what have we got in these rooms? I'm guessing this is his room. I can't tell if he actually liked Alex or not, because it seemed like he genuinely fancied him, or if he was just trying to get into his pants because of Wells. I guess we'll never find out. How nice is this room going to be? Okay, this is fancy looking. Energy cells. I'm not sure why you'd keep energy cells in your bathroom, but sure. Okay, this is super fancy. Why so much ammo in your bedroom? He's got some cider. I approve of that. I don't know, I wonder if we could get up here. Maybe there's another... Yeah, maybe we could get up here a different way. Oh look, there's some shit over there too. Bollocks. Right, anyway, let's Let's load to the point where we were before we killed him. With regards to Alex, the old adage, you are what you eat, applied, I'm sure. I don't know what you're implying there, Reese. You'll have to be more blunt.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
You could die for us. Can I unlock the door without them giving a fuck? No, they get annoyed. They get annoyed straight away. I can't even get the XP for it. It's fine. I wonder what happens if you try to turn in Phineas. You're calling Udom a dick. There you go. I mean, he's certainly a dickhead. Definitely. Ah, there's Captain McRed, who we're meant to be taking out. I wonder if we can talk him out of it.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Can we talk?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Put that down before you incinerate the entire deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Reese, you said you liked goggles, right? This doing anything for you? I'm here for some parts Jun Lee sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
What are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
So, can I grab that part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Here's 666 bits. So we could lie about it. Those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Pavati's voice actor plays Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, okay, Thor. I think someone might have said that in the first part, I think, but I forget because it's me and I forget everything.
Lay it on me, boss. I'm good for it.
I kind of don't want to let this guy live because they sound like fucking dickbags. I saw your letter from Rizzo. Galactic Mushroom sounds like a great beverage.
They rejected it again, didn't they? I thought I could take my fungus garden and go corporate, you know? Damn. Well, maybe I'm better off.
Rizzo's wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides. You're a natural inventor, Mr. McRed. Don't let him get you down.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark times.
How did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Right.
You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
I think they're gonna have to die, but we'll see what they've actually done first to our friends. There's a lot of dudes here to fight too. Medical drone. A bracelet. Dirtable guards. Yeah, I think we might have to take these guys out.
Okay, keep him quiet.
I'm sure there's actually a way you can talk to McRed and maybe get out of this without fighting, but I don't think he's a nice person. And I feel like
Fred gave me a taste of the good stuff.
I feel like they might be better off without these guys around.
He'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe.
It's quite a big area, isn't it?
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they've got all sorts of interesting shit in here. Looks like McRed's the only actual named person we can talk to, though. So I guess you could sneak in here if you really wanted to.
Fantastic, we got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Let's see.
It's so cozy.
That's one way of putting it. Laboratory outfit splash resistant. We'll have a look at that in a minute. What do you guys reckon? I don't know if we should. I don't think we should keep these guys alive. Don't you think? They don't seem like good people. I'm not seeing the people that came down though, unless they're talking of they're talking about the robots that came down. Or are they down here? It's a big area. Oh look, we got PT. It's one of the science weapons. Yeah, I think. Oh, Private Letty Dixon.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
What brings you to the back bays?
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work.
You're probably better off up in engineering than down here with the outlaws.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll get her out. So that's one of the people that came down here. Where are the others? The noses in this game. Hey, not everyone's got an amazing nose. In real life. Damn, dude, they got shit loads of stuff down here. What happened, Tom? Did you clippers slip when shaving? No, Tron. I just got a lot of complaints that I was too like good looking, and it was actually turning people away. So I decided to turn the camera off.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you think? He hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
That looks like a problem in there.
Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
What's that?
I guess I'm honored. We got another complaint.
What is all this bullshit in here?
Worms and their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh god, it's like huffing fucking space mushrooms. Junior mycologist's log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me, calls me his fungus lad. Update. McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing, or to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Don't be. You're just a player hater, Tron. You're just a player hater. It doesn't sound right coming from me, does it? So who's his
The back bays are all the home we have.
Yeah, who's the one that's actually growing the shrooms? Maybe you can get him to grow good mushrooms and then he gets cured. Maybe? I haven't seen anyone that's named, though. That's the first time I heard an Englishman say that. Hey, Tron, we're always learning new things.
Even the proverbial unwashed mess
always
that
happening.
turn their noses up at this place would cut them off.
Oh, look, this is the engineer. So they are killing people. I think they gotta die, don't you think? Because they're killing innocent people. Like, if they were just fucking hippies, like, smoking their space mushrooms or whatever, I'd be more okay with it. But the fact that this dude is, like, actively killing people is an issue, I think.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
There's a bounty on your head. I want to claim the reward.
Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
Ah, look, there you go. No need for violence. Give me your lighter and the bounty disappears. Maybe I might do that and then just attack them as well, just so I can get the persuade XP. Or do we just be a cool person and go medium well? Let's try this.
My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours. Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind.
Wait, the engraving on here, does this say Senator on it?
Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this
Oh,
lighter.
Sanita, sorry.
We had a carnal understanding a few years back, and she wanted me to have something to remember her by.
Okay, thanks for the sex. Here's a lighter. The fuck? Makes sense. Right, let's load up and be a cool person. I think we're gonna have to be the cool person, aren't we? Guess the sex was lit. Oh my god, Reese. Fucking hell. Ugh. You actually hurt me. You really do.
Neighbor.
I've had quite enough of you! Your confession now.
What are we looking at? That went rather well, I think. Let me turn someone into a pile of dust back there. Yeah, he's got a bounty, Tron. I was gonna let him off. I was wondering if there's a way to like let him off without having to kill everyone, but these guys are fucking dickheads, so they're all gonna die basically. They killed our engineer friends. So sorry, you're all dead. So this lighter is proof that you've dealt with Captain Gunnar McRed and can claim his bounty from... Oh. So, sorry, Sanita was the guy that... the girl that gave us the woman that gave us the bounty in the first place. Interesting. Still, he's a dickhead. Got Optigoggles and Montag. Wait, so they've got a flamethrower that's called Monday. Mo, that's... Montag is German for Monday, right? Okay, cool. I wasn't going to let him off. He had to die. The only thing I was going to do maybe was do the persuade thing first. But actually, you know what? Sorry, guys. I know... this is going against what I just said, but I kind of want to get the little extra bit of speech out of him, just so we can talk to Sanita about it.
Don't worry.
You call your lighter...
So we'll still kill them now. Because it's XP.
Down they go. Sometimes violence is the only way.
Oh, you're already dead. Never mind. Oh, he's scared. So we can cripple them, like shoot them in the legs and stuff. Whoopsie daisy. Hello. Fantastic aim there. Oh, looks like we got one last troublemaker. There we go. That could change the long-term outcome, because game will probably register them as being alive, even if they're not. Well, I'll feel better in my own mind about things. Now we need to loot this place. Maybe I should give burns at almost 506 Kelvin. Maybe I should give it to one of the others. Should we give it to the vicar? You do hate inconsistencies like that, though. Well, we'll see how it plays out. Need to get rid of some stuff here. Let's get rid of. Actually, no. I'll keep the Moon Man helmet just for the lying potential. I'll have to deposit some of these later on. Bit of floating ash there. We've got a toss ball card. Not sure if they're for anything. Cobbled exosuit. Where was that? Actually, yeah, I should probably look at some of these, like if they've got the same options on them, like those, for example. Don't need a... Oh, I could give the Inferno Scythe to one of the others. Although, yeah, the Impact Hammer is ridiculous for Parvati at the moment. No, I'm gonna break down one of those, I think. And a Security Blade. Is this the Mass Effect we never got? But Tron, we got some good Mass Effects. It's just the last one that we don't talk about as much, but even that one wasn't that bad. I'm going to get shot at this heavy machine gun because it weighs too much. Yeah, I don't think Andromeda was that bad. It's certainly not as good as the other Mass Effects, though. I'll give you that. Right, time to loot the place, and there is a lot of stuff to loot here. Hell of a lot of stuff. Oh, that's a good pose. It's like a JoJo pose. I've got so much ammo right now. It's not even funny. Enclosed padded helm. Get 5 block for that. I'll tell you what we'll do though, Reese. We'll go and hand that in first and just see if there's what sort of outcome we get for that. That's what I meant. Andromeda. It was a good game at its core. There were just so many things wrong with it that distracted me. It was sloppy. Definitely. I still enjoyed playing it. I think the combat was still really quite fun in it. It was unfortunately missing the story. Just wasn't up to scratch compared to the other ones, which in a story-based game is somewhat of an issue. I still fully completed it though. I think I got I don't know how many hours I got out of that actually, but quite a lot. Stealing all your stuff. That combat drone isn't attacking us. We can change that.
We got a fight on our hands.
Don't mess with us.
I'll take that XP. Another plasma cutter. I'm hoping we get some more like sort of interesting weapons and stuff here, so that it's not bad yet. It's I haven't really seen as much variety as I would like. Gonna have to start dumping some stuff here. Auto mag. Let's get rid of the impact hammer. I don't think I've had to repair anything yet. I don't know if that's like if I'm actually needing to do it, and I just haven't yet. What are we at? Yeah, look, there's like barely any of it's like broken. 75% condition. Very strange. I want to know if it's just me, but did the graphics in ME3 look worse than 2? I don't know, Tron. I don't know about that. I'd have to go back and look, I think, to really work that out. I don't remember it being worse. It might be that it just didn't progress much from 3, and therefore your initial thoughts of like, oh, how great does Mass Effect 2 look, is kind of, you know, making you think that, wait, why are there worms here now?
That's one down.
We get 100 XP for these. Yeah, because you know, if you think about it from like a perspective of like you're seeing Mass Effect 2 for the first time, and you're like, wow, this looks amazing, and then Mass Effect 3 looks the same after a certain period of time, you might be like, ah, well, actually it doesn't look better. When in actual fact, it might not look better, but it looks the same. But yeah, I don't remember it being like any worse necessarily. God, there's so much stuff to like loot here. My looting arm's getting tired. Is that another plasma rifle? Break that up for parts. I'm swimming in weapon parts. Oh yeah, what's this? Splash resistance. Just 5 tech skills. Can we fight this thing? There's a scrap mechanical.
Here we go.
Is it going to turn out to be like a super badass?
I learned in prison.
Whoops.
That's the last of them.
Yeah, worth it. That's some good XP. Yeah, the jump from 1 to 2 was massive. Tron, definitely. Reese, you only need to work for 3.5 hours or so tomorrow. Is that that's at home, right? 1 was your favourite because the RPG elements were more customisable. 2 and 3 are more hand-holdy, building your character, but then again, most modern RPGs are like that. I'd say that Mass Effect 1 was more of an RPG as well, whereas 2 and 3 were more kind of like action shooters with RPG elements.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, you're still here.
Go on, before I change my mind. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, can you guys take them out, please? Thank you. Can't leave any outlaws alive. What would they say about us? But yeah, no, I think Mass Effect 1 was much more of a like a proper, like more of a traditional RPG. And then yeah, 2 and 3 are kind of almost like Gears of War with RPG elements. Not a bad thing at all. I really like I love 2 and 3. I love all 3 of them, honestly. I think 2 is my favourite. If I had to pick, though, just because the story was excellent in it. Right, so what's PT? Oh, wait, is it something to? Wait, what? Where's PT? What's PT? I didn't just imagine picking that up, did I? Oh, there it is. Bite-sized Guardian. Oh, it was a little model of like a drone. Oh, cool. I'm super over encumbered here. I'm gonna once I get out of here, I think I'm gonna have to sell some bits and pieces. I might go back to the ship and dump some of the items actually as well. Where was the stairs up there again? It's around here, I think. 2 is your favourite overall because you could craft the story based on your actions. 3 threw all that out the window and made you choose damn colour. Yep, agreed, Tron. Yeah, without spoilers, because obviously people haven't, not everyone has played Mass Effect 3, but yeah, I was not a massive fan of the way that game ended. Yeah, well, yeah, I do agree, but at the same time, I can't imagine how difficult it must be to have all of your choices across 3 games make a really meaningful impact to the ending. That's got to be complicated, right? To have like drastically different endings depending on what you did across 3 games, which you may have played in varyingly different ways. But yeah, it should have been better than like, oh, what's your favourite colour? I 100% agree with you there. I've never been so angry at the ending of a game as I was with Mass Effect 3's ending. And it's a shame because the rest of the game is so amazing.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Such a shame. Right, I think we cleaned them out. Got the slow walk back. Yeah, I'll go to the vending machine, sell off some of our other bits that we don't need, sell all the junk and stuff, and then we'll start handing some quests in. Yeah, it's true, Tron. I think the only thing I would say again against that perhaps is that as far as like the individual stories, that's like that stuff still counts. But they don't all kind of come together to create like a big ending or a very different ending. Did you, Tron, out of interest, did you finish it before they did the extended ending? Or did you play the vanilla? Did you finish it like vanilla? Wasn't Mass Effect also one of the first games to do some scummy business practices? I mean, I think 3 might be. It was 2 or 3 had some microtransactions in the multiplayer, but I don't know if it was like the first to have done that. You did both, Tron, yeah, because the original ending fucked me off super hard, but the extended ending did improve things, albeit not by a lot, in my opinion. You remember some people were boycotting it. I mean, when aren't gamers boycotting a game for whatever reason these days? The limited edition of that was game exclusive, or Game and Game Station exclusive, and then Game went out of business just before it came out, so they had to reallocate limited edition to another other sites. That wasn't much fun, because my copy was among those as well. Right, let's get rid of some. Let's get rid of some booze. I don't actually. Do I want that one? Mind attributes +1. Anything that's, yeah, anything that's got like negative effects, I want to get rid of. Basically, beer. I think I'm gonna get rid of this assault rifle. No, I'll put it back on the ship. I think I'm fairly close to it. Yeah, Dead Space 3 proper like filled itself with microtransactions for the not even for the multiplayer. It was for the single player / co-op, and people were not too happy about that one. Rek, what's up, dude? It's your lucky day today. How come? What's happened? What, in the multiplayer, Tron? Oh wait, was it 2 or 3? What, and that was the first game that had loot boxes? Was it? I would have thought there'd been something else before that. Apparently I didn't have as much booze as I thought. Are we underweight now? That's the main concern. I think I might dump all of this food into, like most of the food into another, into a box though. I should just sell it really, but I'm a hoarder. Let's go back onto the ship a minute. We'll go and dump that stuff.
Hey,
oh, it's Felix.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with someone you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
We'll talk. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to go about this. Pulled a god tier character on One Piece Treasure Cruise. Pulled Luffy and Law. Is it Luffy Law? Well, on one card. Is that the mobile game, Rek? Because I played that for a bit when it first came out. Okay, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Perfect, you're hired. What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Perfect, you're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
I'm gonna take Felix. Actually, we'll get rid of the vicar. I'll see you back on the ship, Vicar Max.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Cool. All right, let's go and put some of this shit away, and we'll start handing some quests in. Oh, it's a dual character wreck. Okay, that must be new then. Well, new since I played it at the very least. How does he suffer himself then? Hey, you know, he's not an idiot. He's a scallywag. Come on, load times, you can do it. Thank you.
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
Why, what were you doing, Ada?
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Great. Oh, whoops, I want to transfer everything. Oh, no, we do need to give Felix some points for a start. Yeah, more base health, always good. 20% damage to cowering enemies. Let's give him... I'm not getting cowering enemies all the time at the moment, so I think just 10% more range damage is going to be better. And yeah, what can we give him here? Streetwear basic. We'll give him a helmet. Let's give him an old heavy one, I think. Or give him more lockpicking, which actually gives us more lockpicking as well. Now we'll give him the what do we give him that? We'll give him the heaviest armor so we can get him to survive a bit longer, hopefully. Although we'll have to look into giving them stuff with skill bonuses eventually. Weapons, get rid of that fucking tossball stick. We're going to give you an Inferno Scythe instead. I think. Should we do that? Or the Officer's Spine again? Actually, no. We've got to try out the Scythe. Really got to try that out. He's got a grenade launcher. Sure, why not? Alright, let's put some of this stuff away, shall we? I'm gonna keep... Should I keep the... I'll keep the science weapons on me. And then I'll put most of this armor away, I think. For now. That gives us a load more space. And yeah, should I just put this stuff away? I should really sell it, shouldn't I? I think I'm going to sell a bunch of this stuff because I really don't need it. Okay, that puts this in better stead as far as weight goes. Oh, thank you, Reese. Oh, no, you didn't do the quote ad thing properly. Guys, I'll be 2 minutes. I'm just going to go for a... actually, I might be a bit longer. I'm just going to go for a quick pee. And I'm going to talk to my parents about my job interview. So, yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. God, we're nearly up to 100 quotes. It's taken long enough. Speaking of that, Tom, you know I've been eating Pringles for years, and I recently read the tube, and they are called potato crisps. Really? Wait, in the US they have potato crisps on them? That's crazy. Petition to add that as a permanent emote. You know what, Mo? I could do it. I'd have to... Oh, actually, I don't know how I'd do that. I probably could. I've actually got some emotes up now that are being they're being looked at. But yeah, I could add that on. It says that on the American packaging. That's weird. That can't be that can't happen too often, right? Because every American that I talk to is adamant about calling them chips. Yourself included, of course, Tron. What extra goodies did we get for the ship then? We've got a banner. Dark matter bars. Ah, chocolate. We got a toss ball. Okay, so this must be Felix's place. Yeah, look. Toss ball stick. I like that you can collect little items for their places. That's cool. Right, let's go back and hand some quests in. I need to get rid of some of this excess food that I've got. I could reshoot the emote and do that hand rubbing the chin in myself. I could, but I don't think I could get it as good as that, Tron, honestly. I think the emote would look too small. Because you may find this hard to believe, but my hand is not as small as that emote. I know this might be hard to believe. But I can tell you for a fact that they are.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Right. Oh, you know what? We probably should talk to Felix as well.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
So how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
At least you weren't obliged to anyone else. You were free.
Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like.
Sounds rough, Felix. Where'd you find work?
Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Right, the incident with the toss ball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a toss ball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
If we had our melee skill up higher, we could have used that. You couldn't have been diplomatic about it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Alright, let's sell some more shit. Right, so yeah, I really need to get rid of some of these items. What we got? Cigarettes, they can go. More cigarettes, they can go. That can go. Yeah, these... Oh, immunize the harmful status effects. Movement speed plus 20%. I'll get rid of that. Not looking to do melee much. Not on this character. Energy brew. Yeah, got loads of this shit. Base health plus 25%. I've got loads of these, I think, or a couple of them. Yeah, the Soul Tuna things give that. So let's get rid of the frozen dinners. 200% natural health regeneration. I don't need anywhere near as much as I've got of that. Do the... Oh god, the Adrenos actually like have weight to them? Fuck, no wonder I'm so heavy. I've got like 100 of those. Yeah, got loads of base health ones. Okay, that should be done for that. Yeah, luckily weapon parts don't... They don't actually weigh anything, luckily. Oh shit, I've done it again. I was on the wrong fucking thing. I've just been buying shit again. Fuck. I'm so dumb. I've done that twice now. Fuck's sake. Load of bollocks. I did think I had more than that. Fuck's sake. I haven't spoken to Jesse yet, Reese. No, I was going to hand in this, the lighter first, I think. Could you get the thumb and the index in the shot? I could do Tron, yeah. I wonder how it would look. Could try it. I haven't played Resi 7 full stop, dude. I think I saw the Zoe DLC though. I think I saw someone play it. Pretty sure I did anyway. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, some melee stuff I want to get rid of. Damn, probably lost a bunch of bits for that. Oh my god, we've got so many apples. Yeah, get rid of those. $16 pep pills. So I'm keeping loads of them, but the problem is I just don't use them. It'll be like, oh yeah, I might use them. Better keep them just in case I might use them in the future. I'll never use them though. What does that put us on? 80 at air, fuck that, I'll do that. Right, let's see what Sunita has to say.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Oh look, we can actually say, like, sorry to disappoint, only kill humanely. Here's McReed's lighter. Here you go. Look, does this have anything to do with your carnal understanding?
He tell you that, did he? I might have kicked his ass from one end of the groundbreaker to the other a few years back. Whatever he reads into that is his business.
Good news, I killed Captain McRed, and I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Say, I did have an incident to report.
Assuming the nature of the incident is both sufficient cause for infraction and under our jurisdiction, I'll take your statement and open an investigation into the matter. Now then, what's happened?
My friend Felix here slapped his foreman with a tossball stick.
Bit of a contradiction.
Why would we actually want to say that?
I'd like to be off duty for the night.
That's mighty generous of you, man.
Now then.
Yeah, we won't. We're not
Hey,
gonna.
bounty hunter.
Sorry, we're not gonna dob him in.
What can Groundbreaker security do for you today?
The part where you're fighting the swamp monster, he fights like Hulk Hogan, I shit you not. He body slams you and does a leg drop, among other things. It's hilarious. Whole thing is melee based, so they had to make an enemy that was some sort of fighting style. But Hulk Hogan, I don't remember that. Tron, that is weird. I'm not sure why you'd base it on him and not someone else, but hey, why not? I guess that's probably what they thought.
Missiles Purple Berry Crunch, Chippertail Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets.
Right, I need to go to. Where is it again? It's in here, I think, wasn't it?
Wish
Talk
I
to
could
Jesse.
say.
Oh.
At least you finally got your chance
Oh, there
to
you
square
go.
our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Jesus, she does have a big schnoz, doesn't she?
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
I got a good amount of money from that back as well, so I'm not too bad then. Watch yourself while I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Oh, sweet. Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
What exactly did Jesse do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
They're not that fast.
That's what I thought. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
So, she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Let's get rid of Felix.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Yay! Yeah, Ellie seems like she's cooler. She looks like female Han Solo. I'm digging it. Right, where to put our points? I can get those. I can get long guns up to 30 and heavy. Yeah, hang on. Sorry, 40. Let's get those up to 40. So you get critical damage plus 50%. And then put some more into hacking. So that's at 50 now. If I put another point into that. Ah, okay. So I can keep adding more to those, but to actually increase hack, I have to do it individually after that. Let me see. In that case... yeah, I don't need block, because that's another melee thing, really. I'll just put another point into dialogue for now. And we've got another perk. Tron, I actually have seen a playthrough of that DLC. It's just been a long time and I can't remember. Right, let's see. What do we want to go for? Science weapon damage. Bonus. Oh yeah, bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. But only with tactical time dilation. Dialogue skills. 40 kilogram carrying capacity bonus from companions. I might need that. Because I keep running out of space. Significantly reduces the weight of consumables. That would also help, but I think that one's a better one. Killing an enemy reduces the remaining cooldown time of companion abilities. Does that work if they kill one? I'm going to go for that. And then let's give... Oh yeah, what's her abilities? How do we check that? So she's got ability quick draw. Increase medical when she's in the party. I think I'm going to go for the usual. Heal amount granted by the medical inhaler is good though. Let's go for that one. I'm going to have to get a another helmet for her though. And oh, that's quite a good pistol actually. And that's a good melee weapon. We'll stick with that.
Something on your mind?
If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
So you never know what you're getting?
Exactly. That's what makes them fun.
Inventive. I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Wait, you want to look like a pirate?
Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Mash, which quest was it? Out of interest, is it one on the Groundbreaker? Or is it one that I probably haven't seen yet? And yeah, Reese, you might be right. Ellie might be best girl. Actually, she seems pretty cool. I'm not there yet. Okay, because I've already like with McRed, I debated whether or not to kill him, but I figured that he killed the people that they sent down, so he's not a decent person. So they all died, and I got my XP. Everyone was happy. But yeah, Mash, don't let me keep you, dude. Have a good sleep. Speak to you soon. Won't tell your business, she'll ship you away. That sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
I was hoping to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
For now. Okay, so we've got a bunch of our companions now. You killed him and dipped while everyone else was shooting you. And I wanted the XP and the loot, Mash, so everyone died. What was I going to say? I have forgotten. Oh, I really want to kill Udom as well, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. If she had long, dirty dreadlocks with trinkets hanging from them, that would be a more appropriate pirate hairdo. That dude looks like a secretary or some shit. Tron, you know, like, not all pirates looked like fucking Jack Sparrow, right? Let's go and hand in these parts to, I forget her name now.
You've returned, and in
Junli.
one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I got your parts. Why do I have to go to some maintenance shaft?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able though you've proven to be.
I'll make my way down there.
Well, don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
I don't know, Tron. She's kind of... I think she could pass off as a pirate. Kind of like scruffy. Like, sort of scruffy, curly hair. Do you not think?
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I notice your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully? You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
And you can have friends, you know.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to know.
Yeah, she's just female Han Solo.
Down they go!
You done?
That's the last of them.
Now you're done. I guess have a look at female pirates. See what kind of hairdos you get. Arrival confirmation. To HHB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, is it? Having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers and supplies at their intended colony worlds, may they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. So that was her grandmother, I think. Stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavoury elements among our colonial neighbours seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities, period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Granny was a badass. That fight seemed a bit too easy. I get the feeling that when we turn this back on, we're probably going to get another fight. Man, I've got so many adrenos. Should probably start healing sometime, shouldn't I? Don't stand too close to the cogs, guys. Just spontaneously combust. I seem to know a lot about pirates. No, I mean, saying that not all pirates had Jack Sparrow's hair is not knowing a lot about pirates.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
See, if I shoot back, I get XP, so... There is that. Now I see why you have so many games. It all makes sense. What, you reckon I, Was I holding up the vans carrying the games to their destination? Is that what you're suggesting? That is slanderous, Tron, and I will sue you. Give you there, guys. There's definitely a little bit of Fallout jank still on this game. Just a little bit, like there where like the the camera just absolutely shits the bed. It's nothing that spoils the game, though. Yeah, just I go in my little motorbike and sidecar, and we go and rob up vans full of games. But you do it with outdated gear, matchlock pistols and shit. Trump, what? This is England. We don't have pistols. It'd be water pistols at best. Just gonna shoot this in the gut.
Okay, here we go. Boom!
How's the weak point?
Security mark reacquired.
Where's the other one? Oh, it's down below. Do you want to come up? No?
Here we go.
I guess now you will. Can you not find a way upstairs, guys? Actually, I think we have to go down the ladder, that's why. Muskets, then. No, I don't think so either, Reese. Somehow.
Everyone all right?
Lovely.
I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Cycle droplet pumps. Save just in case I balls it up somehow. Is that a box up there? It is. How am I going to get that one? Oh, I'd have to jump over the edge, I think. Hang on. Just before I do that. We don't have pistols, Tron. I mean, you know, apart from like the armed police. It's not like I can just go into a shop and go, oh, can I buy a pistol, please? See, logs. Cobbled together. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some of Chief Ji-Ying's, I think it is, old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing. She spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. I think that's that place we found that was like a hole in the wall. There we go.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
What do we get as thanks? That's the question. We did during the 1400s. Yeah, true, Tron. I'd like to...
take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenton.
I'd like to point out that we're not quite in the 1400s anymore.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
This is Halcyon News.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Oh, nice.
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
I think that's the girl over here, isn't it? Edna, there you go.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet, and no one's seen it in a long time.
Uranus.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Anyway, like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick.
Why would we run out of time? You headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That signal's part of how Groundbreaker stays autonomous and independent. Much as I'd love to hear fewer corporate jingles, this would be bad.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
How are you cut off by losing one relay station? I mean, it's kind of in the words there, isn't it? Relay.
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the Groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
Can't ships relay messages to each other?
That they can, and they do. But only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The Groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
What about the other auxiliary relay stations?
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the Fritz.
Can't the board handle the messages? I know this is a dumb question, but I just want to see what she says.
Sure, I mean they got their own relays and all, but they'll only send along messages the corporations pay for. And then they charge folks to send messages back, often more than they can afford. And none of that money goes to the Groundbreaker. Just tightens the board's grip on our throat.
Fuck the board.
Maybe they're good to their people, I can't rightly say. But they're no good for us, not for Groundbreaker.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I could check out the relay. No need for official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
You just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I'm off.
You saved my comm center from chaos.
Right, what have we actually got left to do here? Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. Ah, that might be in that extra bit, actually. I'll go and have a look there now. It's like hidden behind a wall here. I wasn't sure what was in there. Hearing Tom's voice is immersion breaking. His avatar is female. No. Yeah, because the giant spaceships, Tron, are totally not immersion breaking.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
I can actually dive sideways as well. Or dodge sideways. Also, you can't tell my character is female apart from in the in this screen. Let's get a save in. Yes, there's something in here. This is part of the ship that's been sealed off. Oh, it's outlaws.
I'd say anything here falls under the salvage protocols of finders keepers.
Gotcha, pro at work. Anyone else? Here goes nothing.
Wow, that did a lot of damage actually. And she did it basically all by herself. I pretty much don't have anything to do here. These guys are just too good at fighting. I think I picked up a key there. Yeah, I mean I sent her to do it, Tron. To chop people in the neck there. Right, that's why that door didn't open. Yeah, it wasn't for absolutely no reason. Alright, it's got a workbench. Got a unlock with repair hanger keycard. That was the keycard that I picked up. I'll do that in a sec. A pulse hammer. I'll take that for shits and giggles. What do we have down here? Yeah, what is this? Is this like a ship that's just been hidden away? It's kind of cool. Right, yeah, that's the only door we can go through. Prismatic hammer. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the pulse hammer, when its rival company Aramid Ballistics stole the plans, rushed its development and beat them to market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive that it never entered production.
Not like someone left their name on it.
There you go. Secret weapon acquired. Let's see, log 1 discovery. Entry 1. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open. But I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery. A prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, but I've brought it to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. Entry 2. I spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state-of-the-art. Thermal, electrical and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There's a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I've lost several teeth. Okay, that's bad. Entry 3. I have had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signature matches Blondiot's elusive N-rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4. Shock, plasma, corrosion and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. Entry 4. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognise its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony, and that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. Where's the person that was meant to be here? I wonder. In Cyberpunk, are you going to make your character you, or just randomly craft someone? I'm going to make my OC Tron, Snow, which is kind of what I was going for here. There wasn't too many create a character options in this one, sadly. Well, not as many as I would have liked. But I'll be making my OC character in Cyberpunk. Right, what have we got left to do? Oh yeah, we've got to speak with Lilia. Oh yeah, we've got to grab that Stellar key. What was it that I needed to do to get that? I could give money, couldn't I? Or there was something else. I forget.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Oh no, what was the opportunity again?
Yes, dearie?
What did you want me to do again?
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway.
Oh, that was
where
it.
that distress signal I told you about came from. And ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a lass like you, I'd think.
Alright, we'll do that in a bit. Original character, Tron. There's not much to it, though. It's just... I like making a character with white hair that looks cool. That's the only stipulation. Right, so yeah, prismatic hammer. I'm wondering if I should get those science upgrades.
Nice thing about traveling.
What's up, Tiny?
We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really...
Arrivals. Cleo Freighter holding Tobacorn, dues paid. Rizzo Freighter holding Purpleberry Everything, dues paid. Freelancer possibly Sublight, dues paid. Freelancer definitely sublight. Dues waived. Unreliable business unknown. Impounded. Hawthorne ship but not Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Departures. Freelancer sublight. Freelancer none. Deadbeat at the rest and go. Insisted once again that he's part of the crew, but they acted like they didn't know him. Space's Choice Freighter delivered Callahan's new mask. And messages. Dissatisfied user to GB security. These conditions. Actually, we need the first bit first. Oh, was it not? I think it might be this one. Sorry. Hey, I landed like 15 minutes ago, and this crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my rig, like actual shit. Can I open fire or what? Don't bother. We're on our way. Aren't fit for cysty pigs? You honestly expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I'm a company man, and I demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month. Yes, that is me. You signed a social contract when you gave me clearance to land. I asked for what is mine by right. Room to breathe, a heated berth so I could walk around barefoot, and service with a smile. You've given me 1 out of the 3. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station and no one thinks you're real. And if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker, asshole. That sounds like Groundbreaker. They said they'll call you in the morning. Oh, what? This morning? The one that's just gone? Usually try to make myself in those types of games, but most of the hair features cater to Caucasians, so I end up making a white dude. I was going to make a joke there, Tron, but I thought better of it.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Heard from the lass is down on 20.
Tiny, I hope maybe they've just forgotten. Maybe they're just not, you know, maybe they're not very organised.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Don't feel too bummed out, though, man.
You're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
Let's get in the ship. Tron knew. I've got to give you shit sometimes for all the shit you give me. You already put your CV into 2 other places. That's good, dude. Like you said, it's just for it's just while you're at college, right? Just to get a bit of extra cash. A year ago you had cornrows.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
Ennui? Why do I recognise that term? Cornrows is definitely one of those things that does not look right on white dudes at all.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Is the ship about to blow up?
What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure.
Called it.
I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Damn, there's a lot of things there, but yeah, I think the top one's what I want to go for. You're about the warmest person I ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close? Not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Great idea. Drinking solves everything. It really, really doesn't. Yeah, wouldn't it be easier to talk to her about this Isabel person?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Okay. She better not have broken my girl Pavati's heart. It's meant for Corsair, yeah. I'll be honest, Tron, I really don't like cornrows. I don't think they look good. I honestly don't. Like, on anyone, really, but, you know. I don't think I've ever seen them look good. But, you know, it's just preference. You're rocking the shaved head look, Tron. Alright, so what we got? Track down Reginald Cheney. That's on Monarch. That's on Roseway. Oh, take Pavati to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Might as well do that while we're still here. I think this might be an interesting conversation. Really, Reese? He's quite blunt, isn't he, sometimes? Old Mr. Carrot. He was really fucking people off, wasn't he, in that in the near credits the other day? Where it seemed like it. Seemed like he was pushing his luck a little bit. It's been a while since I've saved.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Right. It's not too far to go.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Are you sure you want to do this? You seem nervous.
Oh, no, that's just that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
I'd start with beer, but you said in Edgewater the smell made you sick. How about wine?
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Good choice for getting sloshed when you want to act fancy about it.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good?
I hate wine.
Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
Generally or specifically?
I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Start by telling me why her message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Jumbo, what's up, man? Long time no see. Yeah, no one sends terrible, vaguely sensual poetry to someone they don't like.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of blackmail material.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
The poem implied you calming her with a touch. That's romance, serial grade stuff.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
What did she actually write in the message? You haven't said.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What is this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
No, Tron, I can't relate to this combo. I have silky smooth... No, I don't. I haven't got super coarse hair, but it's not super silky either. I have very curly hair. It has been a long time, Jumbo. Yeah, I just remember the name Jumbo, basically. Let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
About what?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
There's an easy way to get answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
Ah, so is Parvati's asexual then? I always spoil the fun. Come on, Reese. Remind me not to drink with you then if you're just out to get me like violently drunk. What's this game about, Jumbo? It's space Fallout. But to give the basics of the game are we're in a colony millions of light years from, well, probably, I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. We're a long way away from Earth. And we're making a colony. We're on a colony that's been set up. And it's not all sunshine and rainbows, let's put it that way. Let's see. Are you afraid of being rejected for who you are?
Of course. Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, that's I'm kind of going for what I'd say here. No, I am who I am. If people don't like that, they're not for me.
I envy your boldness of spirit, Captain. I can only hope a little bit of it rubs off on me. But, gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
We all do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
So you're going to ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Oh, here we go. We got determination's a new one. Says the man who said he needed to get some drinks in him to socialise. That's a little bit different from getting violently drunk just for the sake of it, though. Yeah, here you go. We're going to go for determination this time. Don't ask for my opinion. Believe in yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Cool. I wonder how when that progresses. I'll take provided back to the ship. Maybe we'll get our answer now. Man, this game has such a familiar look to it. It really does. Like, some parts of it remind me of BioShock, some parts of it remind me of Prey. I'm sort of wondering where to put my skill points now that I've I don't know how many skill points I've got. I kind of don't want to go for like a jack of all trades, master of none type thing. I need to kind of read into how many I've got to mess around with.
Please would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship?
Ada, you got to socialise.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
See, we're a good friend. Did you talk to Junli?
I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Were there any funny typos?
Oh, she called mashed potatoes smashed potatoes, but I think maybe that's just what they call them on Groundbreaker. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
What the fuck? So Junli does like you, and she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Yay! Wow, that's a lot of XP. So I wonder if these guys have multiple quests that we can do, or if it's like one major one each, perhaps. Pavati's so much like me. Dude, Pavati's super cool. Yeah, Tron, Pavati, someone was saying before, after we started the game, that she was, I think it was like some kind of goddess or something. Might need to, I need to, I need someone to confirm that though. Oh, do we go, where to put points? Could get engineering up to 40%. Sorry, 40 points. Break their weapons and armor for a 20% chance to extract a basic mod. I just want it for the engineering. Yeah, I just want it for the engineering and the medical stuff, actually. Could get science up to 50. We've got engineering up to it. Medical's not quite there. Let's just go that. We'll just stick it all into that for now. There we go. Hinduistic goddess. There you go. No. Thank you. Yeah, my Hinduistic goddess knowledge is not the best. Shall we say? I don't think he's here, Tron. Let's talk to
Good
Felix.
To see you, boss.
No, we're not going to part ways. Ellie?
Something on your mind?
No, we're not. Okay, nothing else to talk to you about. What about the vicar? Oh yeah, who's Oh, here he goes. This is Ellie's new room. Dude, Ellie's the coolest. She is basically Han Solo, and that's awesome. Han. Sorry, it's Han, isn't it? Han.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Okay, nothing new to talk to them about. Right, where to go first? Maybe I'll try and fix that relay station.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera in death.
Everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Are you sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
It does sound like Ada from Zone of the Enders trying it. Like it does. Not quite there, but the echo on the voice is almost the same, isn't it? Yeah, Jehuti does have a massive, massive cock. Pit. Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted.
Oh god, we're playing Control
I have not
again.
yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Oh, is this going to be a mission? Are we going to be able to try and find out where Ada was made?
How can I be of assistance?
That'd be interesting.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
I am not a lucky person, generally. Relay GB23, there you go. One of several orbital relay stations used by Groundbreakers Communications to maintain line of sight with ships travelling the Halcyon system. Let's go!
Good luck, Captain.
Kojima will never change, Tron. Never, ever, ever. That is good. I am kind of sad that we're not going to see a Zone of the Enders 3 from him, though. That does make me unhappy. That. Can you imagine how good that series would look on like the current gen systems? God damn, it would look like amazing. Let's get a cheeky save in.
It's a touch different from the ones I've seen. Shouldn't be so hard to get it patched up, though.
Perfect spot for some peace and quiet.
We got some robots. Right, so that's barred. For now. That's got some mines. Can we actually blow those up? Ah, we can. I guess we can hide around here. creep around. Jesus, there's a lot of mines. I'm wondering if I should give Ellie a better weapon. 220 DPS though is pretty bloody good. Could give her a shotgun though. Host armor damage dealt. Yeah, no, I'll let her keep that. She looks cooler with that as well. What's the other direction? Security Auto-Mechanical Manual. The instructions printed in this manual are being covered by a mostly illegible scroll. Entire paragraphs are crossed out with frantic lines of dark ink. In some places the pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. One section describing the correct procedures for setting auto-mechanicals on a proper charging schedule is mostly untouched. Random letters within the text are circled, as though the owner was trying to discover some message hidden within. They're going like stir crazy, being by themselves on here or something? I'm just an AI's Tiny, yeah. No, I just, you know, I feel a lot of the time I feel more comfortable not having the camera on. It's nice not to have the light shining on my face. It's not going to be forever though, just some streams. Phrase journal, a beautiful dream. Last night I dreamed and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there. Her eyes so full of the emotions I know she feels, but dares not show at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on a cold day. So beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. Screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real now. This time I recognised the face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. Sounds like the beginnings of a psychopath there. First game wasn't too good. It was decent play through the first time, but I'd never play it again. Second game, however, was fucking awesome. Could go for a playthrough of that now. Yeah, agreed, Tron. I think the first game is aged particularly badly. Whereas the first one, I would be surprised if it has aged. It's probably aged a little bit badly, but still highly playable, I would wager. I did not fuck up my goatee shaving. If I'd fucked my goatee up shaving, I'd just shave it off like I normally do. Because that has happened before. Display unit status. Hostility kill on site. So is Frey going to be in here somewhere? Update security routines. Begin charging cycle. There you go. So I'm guessing they shouldn't attack us now. Yeah, cool. Non-hostile. Still got these to worry about though. Can't go charging around. Oh, we've got another one. Phrase journal, escape. I've had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade. bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today. An old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd help this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew. He knew! The whispers told me to end his pain, that he'd tell. He'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. Yeah, okay, he's going mental. Or, sorry, gone mental. Can we blow those up? We can. I should take the drones out, really, just for XP, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We can always come back if we need to. Right, before we go through there, let's see what's in here. I guess this is just another way to sneak around if the baddies were still here. Have any of you guys played Prey, by the way? The newer one.
They didn't want to tempt us. Why'd they lock it up?
It's really good. Awesome. That was worth going in that little hidey hole. Frey's gonna be... Actually, yeah, Frey must be dead, because we probably would have heard from him by now, wouldn't we? Like, killed himself or something. Frey's journal, the source. The whispers have a source, and I've found it. Found it! I've taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It's smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free! As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices travelling through the aether to reach me, calling out to me to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the aether, and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I'm not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the aether trying to make me hurt others. But I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. Them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. You didn't like the new Preytron? I'm sorry. I'm sorry your bad taste is showing now. This game, if it's a game I think it is, who is it made by? Shit. It was the guys that made Prey. Right, control helmet. We'll give that to Ellie, because she hasn't got any helmet at the moment. I don't think. That'll do for now. Arcane Studios, Tron, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he does have a lot of materials here, doesn't he? No, Bethesda published it, I believe. They didn't make it. Alright, that's that cleaned out. You're not thinking of the original Prey, are you? The one where you're like a Native American dude. Alright, so that's our way to get back out. There's a locked door back there. Oh, there he is, I guess.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
I'd say he's pretty dead, but looks at things. Forgive me. I was so wrong. The whispers did not stop. Not. They've returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson. Beautiful crimson. I can think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. Damn. Oh, he's got a super cool weapon, though. Relay control, terminal passcode, and the silencer. One-handed melee. Also could have... the silencer also could have been called the Speedy Bleedy. Sorry, I'm sorry, Frey, to laugh about your situation. But Speedy Bleedy is a great name for a weapon. Alright, so we're back here. That's cool.
How'd you do that so fast?
Okay, that Silver Tongue mod is pretty decent. I don't know what I never know what like items to put it on though. 'Cause I never know if I'm going to be able to get them back again, like some of these mods. Well, that was rather a lot of mag picks, but I think it was worth it. Ah, there it is down there. I thought I missed it. They made a new game with the same name, Tron. Yeah, it's totally. I mean, it's totally different from the original one. It was originally Prey 2 looked really interesting, but that got totally cancelled. And then, yeah, the re-release of Prey was, it's like a space horror. And it's, yeah, it's really good. Unfortunately, did not sell very well, I believe. It's one of those games that got reduced in price very quickly, and undeservedly so. There we go. 26 out of the 28 arrays are fully operational. Functionally operational, sorry. Untransmitted messages detected in memory cache. These messages will be downloaded to physical storage medium. Copy complete. All stored messages have successfully transferred to the physical storage device. There we go. All good. Alright, so we'll go back to Edna on the Groundbreaker. It's a cool little detour. Yeah, give it a look, Tron. Have a look at the trailer. But it was, yeah. If you look at it, you'll kind of see why I'm making sort of comparisons to this, at least in terms of the look and feel of it. But it has more of a yeah, it's more of a horror sort of theme attached to it. I wouldn't say it's like necessarily a survival horror, but there are like some scary moments in it. And you know what? The original Prey, I only played a demo of it. I never played the full game.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh, good. But you've got to be fair to it. It was a launch title, and a lot of those games have not aged terribly well. At all.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
I shall. But yeah, it's, I played it. I think was I planning to stream it? Yeah, I think it was a game I was going to stream, but at the time I was the internet was dead, and but I really wanted to play something, so I just played it. Oh no, it wasn't, because this was way before I started streaming. I think the problem I had with it was that I played it offline, but none of the achievements unlocked because I wasn't connected online. And yeah, I thoroughly combed that game for stuff, and I was kind of gutted that I didn't get any of the Chivos for it. I was cheated out of my fake internet, well, Xbox points. Feels bad. Right.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
I wouldn't say smoothly. Here's your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
How much do we get? 1,500 bits, not bad.
Routing through the backup relay has saved us a mess of trouble. Thanks to you, the auxiliary will handle the signal load when the primary's caught in the occlusion.
Let's see if Junli has anything else to say.
Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
You two know each other?
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
I do like that when you bring different people, they can have like extra conversations like that. They've sort of gone all out as far as the different options go. I enjoy that. I really want to see where this ends up, like as far as like how the ending's going to play out, depending on how we play. I'm hoping it's copied the kind of same idea as Fallout, of like giving a little rundown of each of the different like main stories we finished and how they kind of panned out in the end. No idea how much I've got left as well. I really like milking this game for as much time as I can get out of it. I like taking my time with these sort of games. Tron, what is that? Just little pumpkins. Oh, I see. You put a pumpkin emote on my thing there. Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. I need to get some dinner. I've got some. Tron, don't make any jokes. I've got some stew waiting for me.